Hi there, my name is Macey Martin, and today I will be talking about my AMSTI reflection. So, AMSTI stands for Alabama Math, Science, and Technology Initiative, and the purpose is the State Department's initiative to improve the teaching of science and math throughout our entire state. AMSTI's motto is learning by doing. This motto relates to my teaching philosophy because I'm a firm believer in hands-on teaching and learning. I learn best whenever I get my hands dirty and I just dive right all into the content and the material. So my learning style and my teaching style is hands-on and interactive. I believe that people learn best through exploring. So inquiry-based learning and experiments and stuff like that, I think that is the best way to learn something. AMSTI aligns with the 5E instructional model because it believes in engaging students in learning, allowing them to explore with hands-on materials, extending their learning, so beyond what they just read, actually pushing them further to further their knowledge, evaluating that knowledge, explaining the content and making sense of the material, and then relating things to real world. And all of those are part of the 5E. The engaging, exploring, extending, evaluating, and explaining are all part of the 5E plan. So 3 specific learning resources from the AMSTI Science Wakelet that I could probably use in my practicum setting. I'm placed in a 6th grade setting, so I included a Alabama Educator Instructional Support Guide, a link to the science standards that are unpacked standards in K-12, and then the Alabama Course of Study for Science, which is all of the standards and information that you need to know per grade level of what you're responsible for teaching. So this first one is the Alabama Educator Instructional Supports. And here it is basically unpacking all of the standards. It tells you the cross-cutting concept, disciplinary core ideas, guiding questions. It does that for each and every standard. I also included this science standards list for K-12. So this is a curriculum guide. And again, this is for all grades and all types of science: physical science, biology, physics, earth and space, all of it. And then this next one is the Alabama Course of Study. So this gives us all the information that we need to know for what we need to teach our students. And again, I said that I'm in 6th grade, so we would be down here. This is grade 4. We would be over here. So it tells you everything in detail and highlights what you need to know and what you need to teach, which I think is very useful, so I know exactly what I'm responsible for while I'm in my 6th grade setting. And next is my reflection on digital literacy and computer science standards. The purpose of the DLCS is initiative supports. It supports teachers by giving them resources and offering professional development. So it wants to further teachers' knowledge so that teachers can help the students. Integration in lessons. I could incorporate a DLCS standard into my lesson in my practicum setting by allowing students to research and collaborate with digital resources. So I could give them like a PDF on a Nearpod, and they could click on that PDF, and with a collaborative group they could research that PDF and be able to compile their research into their findings and present that, or do a project on that, anything similar to that nature. And then this specific resource that I used is a link to a proficiency scale as well as a computer science practice classroom posters. So these are the 2 links that I chose. This would be helpful for allowing me to understand where my students are at on their proficiency scale and where they need to be placed at. And then these classroom posters are practices that can be inputted through computer science. So that is my AMSTI and digital learning computer science reflection. Thank you for watching.